First off, it was great to come up with a win. It didn't start out very good. We walked the first two hitters of the game, two of the fastest kids in Division I baseball, and as probably predicted, they both scored without them even getting a hit. And we were hoping to get 2 innings out of Milligan, but he just didn't go well. We were getting crossed up on signs and all kinds of stuff. I don't know what went on there, and I feel like that hopefully he grew up a little bit today, and that won't happen again. And Bolden came in and settled it down a little bit. I thought O'Donnell, their starter, the first couple innings had a lot of sink on his fastball, pretty good breaking ball, and we laid off some pitches and got the big hit, the home run to cut the lead in half. Then obviously in the 4th inning, when we punched in a few runs and got him out of the game, and then it was kind of a battle of the bullpens and kind of who do you want to use and how much you want to leave them out there, knowing that we both have conference series coming up. So just proud of our guys for hanging in there. We made a couple mistakes on the bases. We didn't make an error in the books, but Kerstad launched that ball from left field. Still haven't figured out why. Kind of a mental mistake, but sometimes that happens when you're dealing with freshmen that are all wound up and trying to make a play that there's no way you can make that play. And just feel very fortunate that Matt Cronin came in and got us out of the jam. And I'll tell you what, their center fielder he get that base hit to left with 0-2 count. He hit it with one hand, and it was just a great piece of hitting. And Matt settled in and obviously got a pop up on a jam. He jammed the hitter, and then the strikeout, and then the 9th he got after it. So there was a lot of big moments in the game. I think Hunter Wilson's base hit was a big moment, obviously. 1-run lead, 2-run lead, that's huge going into the 9th. So kind of take it easy a little bit tomorrow. We'll lift some weights and have a real light workout and get ready for Kentucky.
Hunter was involved in some big double plays, too. The defense in the middle.
Yeah, defense in the middle did a great job. I think we turned a bases loaded double play with one out at the end of the inning. We turned another double play that gave us the first 2 outs of an inning when they had the leadoff man on. And it was a really good job by Ramage, enticing those double play balls, a little sink, keeping the ball down. And I thought he threw extremely well.
You thought there was a little something to Martin even before the season started, but now that the season's going, it seems to be a lot more to Martin.
Yeah, I think, we knew that he was going to be electric. It's just when was it going to be this year, late in the year, next year. There's just a lot to him because he's got power, obviously. He can really run. He's got a strong arm. He can beat you in a lot of ways. And, the last couple of weeks he's kind of come out and grabbed that third base position and said, that's mine. And he's played good defense, shows a lot of range, made a couple of really nice plays on bunts today. And obviously he's been getting some big hits for us.
Where do you like him in the order?
Yeah, a little bit everywhere. I don't know. Obviously I've been shaking it up a little bit and experimenting. And, he could hit leadoff. He could hit 3-hole, 5-hole, anywhere. So I just kind of look at the matchups, see who's starting, how I want to work the lineup. I want to bunch a couple of righties together. If I could, put a lefty behind guys so they can't come in out of the bullpen in the middle of the game with a lefty to get 2 of our lefties. They'll have to make a decision. So, but he's one of those guys that I feel like can hit a lot of different places in the order.
He was in the middle of the step, too.
Lee had a really good day. He got a double. We didn't get him in, I think, in the 2nd inning or whenever, or 3rd inning. I don't remember exactly, but and then he got another hit. I know he laid down a bunt. He just he did a really nice job. I think he walked, and both teams walked too many people. We both walked 7. That's too many. Feel fortunate to get out of here with the win today.
What about Kentucky? Just kind of what do you know about them?
Kentucky, just what we've seen on video, and then talking with other coaches and people that have seen them play or played against them, coached against them, that their lineup is really good. Top to bottom, they can score. They do a lot of different things. They'll safety squeeze bunt, hit and run, and they also have 30 home runs at least as a team. So, you know, they can beat you in a lot of ways. Plus, they have their rotation back for the most part. I think the Friday starter, he's 6'11", and he throws at a little different arm slot and competes well. Got good velocity, good command. So they're tough. They're tough to beat.
This series, these 2 games, tried to kind of play it as just keep playing, but obviously means something to everybody around here.
Yeah, well, I think it's you know, anytime you get somebody like Texas to come to your park, you know, probably just even more so with Texas and maybe another big name school, that, you know, there's just a lot of people that you know, grew up not in love with the Longhorns, and you know, we don't really ever play anybody with burnt orange. You know, it's a different color. I mean, you could go on, and I think when you know, some of our fans and saw that we were playing Texas, they kind of got excited. And you know, we're excited to play Texas, but we're excited to play USC as well. You know, my job as a coach is to make sure we show up every day and play hard, no matter who we're playing. And it's a little easier when we play somebody like Texas on a Tuesday and Wednesday compared to some other teams. And you know, it's just human nature. It's just the way it is. But yeah, those were 2 good wins for us. You know, a split would have been okay, but winning 2 is really a good thing for us. So.
What do you think about what McFarland's done with this opportunity after Gates was hurt the other day?
I mean, he's taken advantage of, you know, Gates was struggling. Tried to give McFarland some at-bats. It didn't go good. Gates kind of tweaked his hamstring, pulled him out of the game. Has a bad at-bat, kind of a passive at-bat. We tell him about it, and after that, you know, he drives in 5 runs, and he hasn't slowed down since. And I think, you know, he finally realized you're going to swing and miss, but if you swing. You know, you're a big guy, don't feel for the ball, and you know, he's doing what we thought he would do as a sophomore. You know, as a freshman, you never know what's going to happen, but you can see what's in guys when you're recruiting them, and you know, he's supposed to be a guy. You know, and out on the recruiting trail, he was a guy that everybody wanted. So it's I'm excited for Jordan. He works hard for him to help us. I mean, he brings a little, like I said the other day, he can run a little bit for a big guy. He brings a little more athletic type first baseman over there.
You talked about how good Kentucky is. How big is this weekend coming up, opening SEC play with them here?
Well, you know, this is the way we look at it, and I know it may look different from the outside, but, you know, come May, all 30 games count the same. And, you know, we'd love to get off to a great start, and I hope we do. You know, I'd like to win the series. But we just have to try to stay even keel and not get too up and down, because it can turn on you quick, and you can get it going real quick if you just get a big hit here or there. So, I mean, it's the opening of the SEC, so it's a big deal because it's the opening weekend. But after that, it's just a grind. You know, I mean, it's 10 weeks, and it doesn't stop until that last game. I think when we play at Georgia on a Saturday, it's gonna be, you know, it's tough.
McFarland, do you anticipate you'll continue to try him out in the cleanup spot?
I don't know about in the cleanup spot, but he'll be in the lineup. You know, I just gave Luke a rest today. Same with Carson. You know, just sit him down a little bit, and you know, could have used him if we wanted to, but you know, I felt like that. You know, Hunter Wilson had played well. He hadn't played in a while. He deserves to be in there, and you know, sometimes you got to get guys in. Lee, he had done well. He hadn't played in a while. Pitched, did real well his last time out. But I wanted to get him some at bats, and whether he starts or not Friday, I don't know yet. This is what I want. I want to have to battle myself mentally on who to play, and get a little help from the coaches. But usually the players tell you who to play by the way they play. It'd be nice if there were 10 or 11 guys that were swinging it pretty good. So, you know, if they don't play, you know, we can bring them in, pinch hit, you know, mix and match with them.
How's Keaton McKinney doing? What's the latest with him?
Yeah, he won't pitch this weekend. He's still recovering, and when I say recovering, just getting the soreness out. He's been throwing, playing catch. It looks like, you know, we're hoping that maybe he'll be ready to pitch against Charlotte, or maybe, you know, the next weekend. But I think he's still another, you know, 5-6 days or a week plus away.
You know, here, Sunday starter's going to be.
I don't even know who my Saturday starter is. We're not going to tell Campbell he's pitching. We're not sure yet. We're going to go Blaine Knight and TBA. We're going to just try to win Friday, and then figure it out. You know, if we needed to use Isaiah out of the bullpen, we might do it and just throw one of the other guys out there. If Isaiah gets to pitch on Saturday, I hope that he elevates his game and gets back to where how he pitched against I guess in San Diego he threw extremely well. So that's the way we're going to play it right now, and that's pretty much what we've let Kentucky know, that we're going to start Blaine Knight Friday and TBA this first weekend.
If you don't start Campbell and you don't have you said you were going to have a TBA Sunday, what do you look for in your starters? I mean, are you looking for someone that can go a certain amount of innings, or are you just looking at maybe what you have in the bullpen?
Yeah, I mean, we'd like to have somebody go at least 6 innings. You know, that's ideal, and anything more than that's great. Anything less than that, you know, if it's 5, that's okay, but 6 is what you'd like to get out of them. And I just want the guys to get out there and compete and do what you think the talent they have, they take it out there and get it done. And we've started seeing some things from some guys, and you know, I think Bryce Bonnet threw the ball extremely well the other day, and it's just it's going to be, I think it's going to be a battle amongst the teammates to get on the mound, and that's what we want.